Have you ever heard of good bacteria? Everyone has it, and it affects the whole body. There are more bacteria cells within the human gastrointestinal tract, or the gut, than there are cells within the entire human body. Altogether, these bacteria are called the gut microbiome. They are linked to metabolism, nutrition, the immune system, and a bunch of disorders if they are not in the right balance. The gut has even been linked to disorders of the central nervous system, like migraines. Now, about this microbiome thing. There are millions and millions of bacterial cells that make up each person's gut microbiota, and everyone's is different. The microbiota is like a fingerprint. Not a single one is exactly the same. The human microbiota begins to develop shortly after birth because the bacteria in the birth canal from the mother sort of jumpstarts the production, and it continues to grow and develop based on the child's environment. The gut microbiota affects many other parts of the body too, but mostly the brain. This is because of the gut-brain axis. What is the gut-brain axis? First, let's get some background on the brain part of this axis. The part of the nervous system that is the main component of the gut-brain axis is called the enteric nervous system, or the ENS. The ENS is in charge of immune response, nutrient detection, intestinal permeability, and secretions. It is also the reason behind that gut feeling that a lot of people get. The vagus nerve is also a very important component of the gut-brain axis. It goes from the brain all the way down to the stomach, and it's this huge strand of nerve tissue. Altogether, the gut-brain axis is a bidirectional pathway that allows communication between the brain and the gut, because the gut is a very important part of the body. The gut microbiome greatly influences all of these communications. If everything is in balance, then all is good. But if something is out of whack, the brain may suffer because the gut isn't working right. Some disorders related to this imbalance are irritable bowel syndrome and inflammatory bowel syndrome, but some research has been done about the gut causing ailments like migraines and headaches. These disorders can happen because the gut-brain axis isn't communicating right. A lot of studies have been done, and they have proof that 34% to 50% of all patients who have irritable bowel syndrome also suffer from migraines. The gut is a very complex environment, and it can affect literally every part of the human body thanks to this gut-brain axis, but it especially affects the brain. Research is continuing on the gut-brain axis in hopes that it may provide the key to unlock the cause of some neurological disorders. In the meantime, next time you've got a headache, just make sure your gut is a happy place and in balance and see what happens.